your door. We'll never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always leads me here. Lead me to your door. Hey guys, it is Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. I have a classic one today for you from the Beatles. We're going to do The Long and Winding Road, arranged for acoustic guitar. Before we get into it, I am tuned down a half step. So this song is in E flat major, so it really works well to tune the guitar down a half step to get an E flat major, E flat tuning as well. So if you don't know, it's just tuning every string down a half step. If that's a little bit, over your head at this stage, the notes are written out in the description, so don't worry about it. All right, and also please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And while you do that, ring that little notification bell so you know when I release a new video. And please check out my Guitar Academy at GuitarLessons365.com. It's the GL365 Academy. Contains all my guitar courses. Lots of fun, lots of information there. All right, so let's get to the track. This is a beautiful song, and it works really well with the guitar. Now, I've tuned it down, but we're still going to use some bar chords in here, so hopefully you're adept at playing some basic bar chords. I was going to start here with the first verse that I just did, and the chord progression is the same for every verse. So we're going to start with a C sharp minor chord. Now, since I'm tuned down a half step, that's not actually a C sharp minor chord, but I'm just going to call out everything as compared to the as if it was a standard tuned guitar. All right, make it easy. So C sharp minor, that is a bar at the 4th fret, and then you're going to have your second finger there at the 5th fret on the B, 6th fret there on the G with your pinky, and then 3rd fret on the D. 6th fret on the D with your ring finger. So we have the long and winding road. Then we go to a really cool chord. You probably haven't seen something like this before. Alright, so what this can be seen as is an A major 6 chord over a B. Whatever. You can call it out every way you want. But let's just learn how to play it. And this is a little bit awkward because you gotta do a little bit of a bar here with your index finger, the way I'm playing this. But it makes a really cool chord voicing that really matches that orchestra chord really well. So this is the 2nd fret that I'm playing here on the A string, and then the 4th fret there on the D string. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just smush the fingertip there of the index finger, so it will also bar that 2nd fret on the G. So I'm kind of just the fingertip there, just smush it across those 3 strings. All right, so you have 2nd fret on the A, 4th fret on the D string, then 2nd fret on the G. Then again, then you're gonna play the 2nd fret on the B string, but you don't have to do it as a continual bar. You can just play it as the middle finger can play that note. So it makes it kind of sound a little bit cleaner when you do that, because you can keep that high E string open without any worries of muting it out. Kind of strum that a couple times. That leads to an E major chord, and then we go to your tone. So after that E major, we're gonna go to an E dominant 7 with D in the bass. Sounds difficult, it isn't. Open D string, 1st fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B, and then open a high E string. And then just take that to a regular A major chord. So all together, the long and winding road that leads to your door will never. So that that's our next chord shape. Right here, it's going to be a G sharp minor chord. So that's a full bar at the 4th fret. And on above that bar, you can play the 6th fret there on the A string and the 6th fret on the D. So we got this, we got that from the A. We'll never. And then we're going to go to that C sharp minor chord again. You already got the bar in your hand. So just kind of just move these fingers over. This was the first chord in the song. So never disappear to that C sharp minor chord. All right, and then we're going to go to an F sharp minor chord. So that's played the same as this G sharp minor, just at the 2nd fret instead of the 4th. I've seen that road. So it's an F sharp minor. I've seen that road. And then it goes to a B7 chord. And once again, you're already doing a full bar at the 2nd fret, so you really don't have to do a new bar. You just got to readjust the other fingers and really just strum 5 strings. It doesn't sound bad if you hit that F sharp in the bass though too, so don't worry about that. So now this B7 is once again still the bar at the 2nd fret. You're gonna have the 4th fret on the D though, and the 4th fret on the B. So I've seen that road before. So we had 2 chord changes in a row where they're both bar chords that happen on the same fret. So we have this from the will never disappear. I've seen that road before. Then we got a cool chord here. It's an E dominant 7 sus4. Beautiful chord there. So we have the low E open, 2nd fret there on the A string, open D, 2nd fret on the G, and the 3rd fret on the B, and then the open high E. So far, the long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. All right, now we go kind of back through the chords that we just did. The A, it always leads me here. So that's back to that A, G sharp minor, C sharp minor that we did before. And then once again to the F sharp minor, lead me to, and then to that B7 again. So it's the exact same chords we just did. And then this time, we just go instead of that to that E sus4, we go just to an E major chord. So all together for everything. Remember those sets of chords are kind of repeated twice. Makes it easy. So we have this long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always leads me here. Lead me to your door. And then the next chorus starts, but it's the next verse starts, same exact chords. The wild and windy night. So for all the verses in the song, it's the exact same thing we just did. So nothing new to learn there. We just have, after the second verse, we have this section. Many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried. Anyway, you'll never know the many ways I've tried, and still they lead me back. All right, so that's a little bit easier chords here. It's just the E major, many times I've been alone, to the A, to the G sharp minor, and then straight from the G sharp minor to the F sharp minor. You just hit that really once and then go straight to that B7. Remember that kind of change where we don't have to bar chord on the same. We had that chord change in the verse to F sharp minor to the B7. So many times I've been alone and many times I've cried. And repeat. Anyway, you'll never know the many ways I've tried. And then just back to the same chords for the verse. And still they lead me back to the long winding road. Alright, so we'll go through that third verse and then we get to that little orchestral break, which under the chords underneath that are just that those type of chords. Many times I've cried. So it's that chord progression that's going on underneath the orchestra part. And then we get to the last verse, same chords as before, just at the very end of it when we go lead me to your ends on that E major chord, and then real quickly goes back to that second chord in the song, that A6 would be in the bass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then back to the E. So there's a quick little, and where there's yeah, 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 yeah. And that is it. It is a beautiful song that if you can play basic bar chords, it's pretty simple to get underneath your fingers since it's very repetitive with the chord changes and obviously has great lyrics, great vocal melody. All right, so I hope to see you guys soon at guitarlessons365.com. Until then, bye-bye.